Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Nicole, Miss Young, good morning. Orissa, good morning. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I put my ear things on so that y'all can hear me and the wind wouldn't be so strong. So if you can hear me, let me know. Add music, good morning. Real world, good morning. Tiff Tiff, good morning. Tracy, good morning. Add music. I had turned my stuff off for the that line because I've been having a time and I wasn't trying to do anything on that line because it rings all day. Um, if you want to catch me after we finish up today, that's right, Orissa. We got to get it in. Got to get it in. Miss Fat Fat, good morning. How you doing? Y'all come on in. And if you don't mind hitting that like button as you enter the place. Angela, good morning. G2G Proverbs, good morning. Good morning. No, I didn't see any clip. Uh-uh. Miami Dade 305, good morning. Yo, when I tell you I don't see like a lot of the videos and stuff, like I don't. I don't see them um, unless somebody sends me. G2G, check your phone. I hit you back. Um, Kimberly President, good morning. Yeah, I hope they let it go too. I really do. Lulu, good morning. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Oh, somebody got stimulus money? Let me find out. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Um, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. That's why I make sure I get this uh, walk in rain, sleet, or snow. Try to make sure you keep those lungs open, healthy. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Young. The checks have been hitting the account. Oh, I got to go check my account then. Let me find out. Whew. So, I was trying to wait to see if a few more people. Okay, G2G. I was trying to wait and see if a few more people were coming in. But okay, I'm gonna need you to act like you want to stay down. We had a conversation the other night. Miss Wanda, how you doing? Good morning. And I voiced my opinion about what I thought about the whole situation. Oh, yeah, that was fake, I know. But I was trying to voice my opinion about the whole situation with what happened with Tyson's son. I'm trying not to call people's names out here, but just so that people know what we're talking about, I just had to put his name out there real quick so people would know what the situation was. But um, there was a lot of back and forth, and a lot of the comments that were put out there. It was as if people, hey Latrice, it was as if people weren't being realistic about what really happened. And like I said on that video, my goal is to never attack um, anyone. I just speak on the situation as I see it. So the first thing is the stuff that's going on with the kids and exposing all this stuff about people and their families and all of this. This stuff has to stop. It has to stop. And I wanted to touch on this because people were saying, well, why didn't you say this when such and such happened? And why didn't you say this when whatever happened? The stuff that I see, that I see for myself, I speak on it. I can't speak on other stuff that I haven't seen or have no knowledge of. And then I'm just going speaking, you know what I'm saying, on something and I don't know what I'm talking about, you know? So if I don't see it for myself, I can't, that's not something I can speak on. But the things that I do see, if in my eyes, not other people's eyes, but in my eyes, if I think that it's inappropriate and it crosses the line on something, then I speak on it. Like that's what I do. Um, and I can't change that up to try to appease anybody else. I'm not gonna switch up who I am. I am who I am. Um, guess who? Exactly. Exactly. Um, so before I get into that whole thing, I just want to touch on a few things. Drew Down, I have no idea who you are, but you the couple times you came in here, you came in with the negativity. I'm gonna say this again. This live is Carolina Diamond, Dr. Rogers, and you have the free will and ability to not watch it. So I believe in giving people the truth, and that's what they're going to get. I spoke to the main parties that were involved. I spoke to both of the men that were involved. And I'm not going to put our whole conversation out there, but I'm going to give you enough so that you will have the truth about the whole situation. Hey, Spitting Fire, how you doing, lady? I want to make sure that people have the truth so that everybody have a better understanding about what was going on and what's going on in some other situations. So if you don't want to hear the truth, uh, then hit the unlike button and do what you need to do, you know. So so before I get on that, one of the things that I want to make clear is I really want people to understand that the things that are going on social media, we talk about this stuff, y'all. This is the internet, and these people don't know you. And you can't continue to allow people to put you in a situation where you may be um, hurt yourself or find yourself in some legal situations trying to go back and forth with other people, right? So let's start here. And other people have touched on this, but I just want to make sure people like really understand this. Recording people without their consent is illegal. Do y'all understand that? Everybody want to go and say, "Oh, I got recordings. I recorded this. I recorded that." It is illegal. Like, understand that. And if somebody decides to go and take it to Drew Down, don't come on here telling me about what somebody else doing. I am not responsible for anybody but Dr. Rogers. So please take that somewhere else. And don't come on my page trying to be the distraction. That doesn't work over here. Um, hold up, y'all. Hold up. It's illegal. So that's one of the first things. That's one of the first things. Um, and who said real world? You said the right thing right there. If you want somebody checked, instead of you coming on this woman's page wanting me to go check somebody, you open up your mouth and you check them your darn self. It's not my job to go and do anybody else's work unless you paying me for it. We're gonna be clear on that one. Um, but all these illegal recordings, and I said illegal because I mean it in every sense of the word. All of these illegal recordings, and you're going around bragging and boasting about it because you want people to know, oh, I got this, I got that. Let me tell you something. Y'all gonna see how this stuff really hit. And in some cases, people are not going to have to go and press charges themselves because a lot of people have done enough where the person that was recorded don't have to do anything because you're building a case against your darn self. Just being honest. Um, Posting certain things about people. The way that things are posted and the way that people perceive them, if that person says that they perceive whatever you did as a threat, then it's a threat. You know what I'm saying? Um, and we get so caught up in and what's going on. Um, Telling people that you wish they were dead. You're gonna do this to their child. You're gonna pull up here. Y'all. We are so much smarter than this. I'm sitting here and I'm like, I cannot believe. Oh my God. And people gonna get, Lord, they're gonna get mad with me. But sometimes I feel like I'm watching the world's dumbest criminals. Like, you really gonna go on here and incriminate yourself for some likes and for some subscribers, whatever, and you have no idea what you're doing to yourself. And understand, I'm not speaking to you as just a straight blogger today. It doesn't matter how many videos you erase. It doesn't matter if you go and hide them. It doesn't matter whatever you do. Oh, well, let me take this down for right now. Or let me go and edit this out of my live so people can't see it. No, 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 no. This stuff is forever in cyberspace. It doesn't matter how much editing you do, that stuff does not matter. Once that subpoena gets put out to get your Google information, then please know YouTube is owned by Google. So everything that is put out there, once they subpoena that information, they're going to get everything that you put out there. Delete it or no. Delete it or no. That's all I'm saying. So just keep that in mind because people are cheering people on and all this stuff. And my thing is, if you cheering me on and my wrongness, you don't have nothing for me. You promoting me getting myself into some mess. So I can't fool with you, you know. So my thing with this, I was looking at the situation, but what happened? Well, I'm just gonna say KJ because I don't want to keep putting his name out there. Um, but the situation that happened with him, whew, I told you the other day that I didn't like it. I don't take that back. It was completely inappropriate. But I also told you that I felt that people were allowing other people to um, push them to do their dirty work. And I had a problem with that. I still have a problem with that. And I'm just going to say I knew I wasn't wrong in that situation. So, for all the people that are, I guess you could say, side, the people that are on either side of this situation, I need y'all to understand that DJ, let me start with him. DJ has put stuff out. Um, GM has put stuff out. Everybody has put stuff out. Other people, I'm not going to name them because they're not a part of this specific situation that I'm talking about right now. But everybody has put stuff out that was inappropriate. Everybody. And a lot of this stuff has just gone too far. But at the same time, I'm going to say this. He has every right to be upset about his son being brought into a situation, not knowing what he was getting himself into, not knowing what he was walking into. So let me say that. Also, along with that, what I'm also going to say is no, I don't think that GM did anything to physically harm his son. I wouldn't dare put that on him. I'm not going to do that. Um, but it's about the perception of it all and somebody having love, hey, Elizabeth, um, for their child. So here's my thing. Whoever thought it was a good idea to start addressing people's kids and all that stuff, you need to be fired. um, you really need to be fired because this has opened up a can of worms that is going to get people in a lot of bad situations. And I mean, it looks like it's going there already. My other thing, people have social media beefs with people, right? If you have a social media beef with somebody, again, that you don't know, you got me, you don't know these people, you do not know them. But if your disdain for somebody, and you have to ask yourself, where is this disdain coming from for you to be so hateful to like just straight hate somebody that you don't know because you don't like the information that they're putting out? If you don't like the information that they're putting out, don't watch them, period. But what I'm going to say is if you're not, I'm going to call it what it is, if you're not man enough to go and do your own dirty work, then you need to fall back anyway. You need to fall back. You definitely need to fall back. There is no reason where if you wanted to come after somebody, why you got to get somebody else to do it for you? That's my problem. If you have an issue with somebody, why do you have to get somebody else to do it for you? So this manipulation I'm talking about was on so many levels. It was on so many levels. Um, So I'm going to put it out the way that I know it to be. And this is from people that were involved. Now, I see a lot of back and forth in the comment. Y'all know I don't do that back and forth stuff over here. So if you feel the need to come over here and try to fuss with people and all that stuff, just go ahead and leave. It doesn't matter if I get down to 12 people in the chat. And that's the thing. People get sidetracked. Either you want the truth or you don't. If you want the truth, then pay attention so you can make sure that you're repeating the right thing. So this man's, I'm going to say KJ was indeed contacted by someone that someone knows who he is. To my understanding, he even put it out there that he spoke to him. But KJ was contacted by someone, um, and they presented themselves to be some type of organization that deals with people that have been victims or subjected to domestic violence situations, um, in their homes, in their families, or whatever. And they asked this young man for his story. So this young man gave his story. It's my understanding that he spoke to a male and a female. So he gave these people this information, and he said some things about his dad, thinking that he's doing stuff in confidence and that these people were really trying to help him. This is the thing. You have him thinking that you really are concerned about him when you're coming with ill intentions from the beginning. And you know that this young man isn't familiar with all this YouTube stuff and all these beefs. But the fact that you personally went and you sought out specifically to go find this young man with these intentions, these were your intentions from the beginning. There's no play of words on this. So you tell this young man that you're here to help him, and you can contact um, put him in contact with another person that can help him with his finances. You can get him in contact with someone that could possibly help him with his music. You can put him in contact with somebody that can help him get to another level. You did not tell this young man that there was a plot or ploy for him to go and speak negatively on his dad or to put his family's business out there. That's not how you represented yourself. You falsely represented yourself. That was a complete misrepresentation of what you were planning to do. So let's just be honest about that. So you put this young man in contact with this other person, okay? Now, you go and you contact this other person and you tell them, oh man, this guy said all this stuff about his dad. I got it on tape. I recorded the conversation. Oh, he said this about his dad. He said that about his dad. And he's saying this stuff in confidence because he's thinking that he's talking to some legit people that are trying to get him some assistance that truly give a darn about what he's saying happened to him when he was younger. And you're saying that you're doing it because you heard his song and you were really interested in his story and getting him some help, and you lied to this young man from the beginning. And notice I'm not calling him a child because he's not a child. He's a young man. But at the same time, you contacted him, you lied to him. You lied to him personally with your words, and you lied to him by omission by not telling him everything. So when you contact this other guy and say, look, I got this information. I want to burn this dude. I want to get this dude off YouTube. You have let your childish behavior, your childish antics, your own personal just BS because you're beefing with somebody else and you're not man enough. I heard people say, Dr. Rogers is scared of this one, Dr. Rogers is scared of that one. I'm calling BS on you because when you got to go and get somebody else to do your dirty work, the only coward that I see around here is the person that went and put somebody else on to do their dirty work because they weren't man enough to do it. Now, out of all these bloggers, you have the most bloggers than anybody. Anybody. And the fact that you won't go on your page, this is what I keep telling people about the manipulation. You don't understand that you are being manipulated. Okay? So when the person asks you, why do you want me to do it? Why can't you do it on your platform? And your response is, oh, well, I don't have the platform for that. You have over 13,000 people. And for the life of me, I can't understand why people don't see the issue with all this just BS being done on other people's channels, but you're not doing it on your own. And nobody sees anything wrong with that. People are being used and they don't see anything wrong with that because there's some manipulation behind it. So you go when you tell this person, look, I got a plan. This is what we're going to do. This is what I want you to do. I'm telling y'all, I'm not sitting up here trying to take up for anybody. I want to make sure y'all know the truth. So you go and you call this person and you tell them, this is what I want you to do. I need you to do this. In the meantime, somebody else knows about it. So they go and they play something almost like you're doing a premiere before this stuff actually hits. And you go and you do this. And again, you got all these people throwing the rocks and hiding their hands. And then to go as far and say, don't tell the person that went and played that music, see, he wasn't supposed to do that. He jumped the gun. He jumped the gun. So don't tell him anything because you know he's going to go and say something. See, you manipulating everybody all the way around. You manipulating stuff all the way around. So my thing is, and it isn't about anybody placing the blame on anybody. The thing is the truth. Period. And that's what bothers me about people. You you sit up there and you want, oh, this one's manipulating this one and this one don't want. No, the truth stands on what it is. Let's talk about the truth. Period. I don't care about any of the other stuff. It's about telling the truth about what happened. How you doing? So you go and you get this stuff in motion and you're all excited about it. Now here goes the manipulation again. I see people going and putting on their community wall that we have this big battle between me and this person, and you're going to see how I come after them. And you go and you post, you screenshot this man's live to get people there because you know that your viewers and the people that deal with the other person that you deal with, everybody's going on because they're going with the sole intention of thinking that you're going to go after this person and take up for the person that you support. And once again, you manipulated your own followers. And they're okay with that. They're okay with that. When I see somebody that's supposedly fighting so hard for their people, but yet you're going, and the people that you claim to be the ops, you're blatantly and plain sight out here marketing and promoting their channel. And nobody sees anything wrong with that. I saw two messages that were put up to make sure. And I didn't even know this man had a second page. But you made sure everybody knew that he had a second page and make sure that they knew exactly where to go. You screenshot it so that people could see the exact name of the page and would know exactly where to go. Let's be real. Now, again, I know that this is going to come with some backlash, but for the people that are involved, you know what's put in place now. So come at me crazy if you want to, because you know what's in place. Now, let's go. You go and you create this stuff to get people to go see it. Oh, it's going down today. I'm going after this person and this person. You never went after those people. Now, let's be honest. You never did. Let's not start saying that we're going to do this now. You lied to these people. You manipulated your own people. That's what you did. You disliked this other man so much that you manipulated, lied, and was just downright disrespectful to your own people. You didn't respect them enough to tell the darn truth. And if y'all don't see anything wrong with that, then I got some land in Wakanda that I want to sell you right now because you have been duped. You have been duped beyond reproach. And people are sitting up here knowing what's going on and won't say a darn word. Everything is cool because you don't like this other dude. Everything is cool. But when you come on here and tell me that right is right and wrong is wrong, understand that I stand on that. You don't have to tell me right is right and wrong is wrong. I stand on that. Do you understand? So I don't care about this other stuff. I don't care about anybody liking me. I don't care about anybody going back and talking about me. I could give two flips about that. I could care less. You looking at a very manipulative situation and you looking at criminal behavior. Period. It was criminal. It was criminal. And we're gonna leave that one there. So you go and post these things to get people to come out and watch, right? Now you already told this man that this other person was gonna help him make some money, right? So you tell him what to do with it and how it needs to be done. Now the stuff goes down. Now let's be clear. As much as you sit on here and you talk about God, oh my God, I don't want to hear nothing else from you about God, bro. Because I don't know what God you serving, but my God would not allow, would not approve, does not confirm, would not verify, no BS like that when it involves somebody else's child, a man child. You understand? Because even though he's not a child, he's still somebody's child. Oh, when you got that kind of hate in your heart, do you understand? When you got that kind of hate in your heart, let me stop for a minute. Because any man that hates another man without just cause has already subjected himself. Come on. You've already subjected yourself to judgment by the person that matters. It ain't even about these subscribers feeling whatever they feel. It's so much higher than that. And I hear you quoting the Bible all the time. So you know exactly what it is. You know exactly what it is. Ugh, my God. Like I said, I spoke to both of them this morning. I spoke to both of them because I didn't want to go and have any conversations about DJ's son getting into any personal conversation about him without letting him know that I was doing it. I'm not going to disrespect anybody like that. I'm not going to do that. And I spoke to GM about the whole situation because I wanted to see where he was coming from with that because I didn't like it. And I didn't mince my words. I didn't like it. So uh, DJ let me know his son had already told, he told him whatever was going on. My concern in that whole situation was regardless of what was said, whatever is on whatever recordings this person is going around bragging about what they had. I just wanted to make sure that him and his son were good. I don't care about any of this other stuff. Whatever comes out, just don't let this affect whatever relationship that you have with your son, because it's not worth it. So, how you doing? Hold up. That was my that was my thing with him. Um, and he'll tell you. He'll tell you. So I was talking to him about the situation, and he'll also tell you that I kept asking if I was being recorded because I didn't want to be on anybody's recorded line saying anything, because I could say whatever I had to say in person. I don't want anybody saying that, oh, I got this recording, because if somebody goes like someone has done before and you play a recording of me and I'm telling you that I don't consent, then I'm going to have to take that to another level. I don't want to put anybody in that place. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do it. So we had that conversation. And since he wouldn't say that he wasn't recording. So I respected that for what it was. And so I you know, just kept the conversation wherever it was. Um, but I let him know, and I let both of them know that I was going to come on here and say something about what I knew about the situation. Um, so if anybody have any questions, they can ask them. I don't have to go and allow nobody. It is what it is. So Lord have mercy. So this stuff gets set up. It got set up in a matter of days. You guys saw some of the conversations, the text messages were posted or whatever. There was some mention of um, some money. Some conversations took place about, yeah, we can help you with this. We have these followers. What went wrong? Let's talk about what went wrong. What went wrong? Let's talk about that. What went wrong is somebody decided, listen, after they started talking to the young man, they didn't feel comfortable doing what they were being asked to do by the other person. So what they did was they allowed the young man to decide what he wanted to address and what he didn't want to address. And somebody didn't like it. Somebody didn't like it. And so what they did was they tried to take what they knew or what they got from this recording or this alleged recording, um, and they started posting questions um, repeatedly in the chat. They started posting questions over and over again to make sure that the young man saw it, because they wanted to make sure that he said some negative things about his dad. My thing is, that young man came on there and he stood firm in saying that he did not come on there to speak negatively on his father. And people act like they couldn't accept that. He said that more than once, he said it more than twice. When he tells you that, you need to respect his wishes and back the flip off and let him come on there for whatever he was told he was going to be able to talk about on there. You understand? This young man didn't come by himself. He brought family members with him. See, God got a way of changing up the game. You might not know the game being changed up, but God got a way of changing up the game to protect his kids. It ain't even about us being parents. He got a way of changing up the game to protect his kids. So that young man went in there protected and he didn't even know. He didn't know. And he was protected because God knew that he didn't know. And he knew the malicious and ill intents that was behind this mess from the very beginning. He fixed it. He fixed it. He did. And the fact that this young man was being given money and being blessed, that's a one thing that Even though he was being told that stuff with malicious intent, God fixed it. He was blessed. He was blessed for his time. He was blessed for the conversation that he put out there. But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Along with those blessings comes backlash, right? Because now that you do this stuff and everybody's giving him his props, saying that he's this, nice young man and he's this and he's that, and that wasn't a lie. He did come across as a very nice and respectable young man. He absolutely did. But you knew that this young man had lost his job. You knew that this young man had certain things going on. And you used that particular weakness to lure him in to a situation. Lord have mercy. I can't. I can't, y'all. I can't. I can't. Mm-mm. I watched that young man read those comments on that screen. And when you went and posted your comments or your questions 30 times, he read your comment the first time. He chose not to answer it. Now, this is where I had a problem with GM. I'm saying you can't tell me that you did not know what's going on when I saw that man kept putting those questions in there and you went and put one up on the screen to make sure that his question was seen. And again, this young man saw that question and he ignored it again because it was a question that he said he was not going to answer. So I see people saying, oh, this is a good thing. Oh, it was all good. What was good about it when people were in there saying, so when did he beat your mom? How bad did he beat your mom? Was he there for y'all financially? That ain't none of your darn business. None of your business. Are you there for your kids financially? Are you there doing what you're supposed to do? The time that you taking up being messy on YouTube, what's going on with your kids then? I'm just saying. And we're saying kids, that man is a grown man. So why are we even doing this? Why? Putting him in the middle of some mess. Oh my goodness. Lord, you're going to have to help me on this one. I can't. I can't. But my God, you understand? You got people in the background saying, no, 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 what are you doing? This ain't how it's supposed to be going down. No, 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 you're not doing this right. Y'all know I ain't a cursing woman, but I would say you should have got your ASS on there and did it your darn self instead of getting somebody to do your dirty work for you. If you wanted it done a certain way, then you should have done it yourself. Period. Instead of sitting back here playing games with people. That's it. That's it. This conversation went, people called in. You saw more manipulation on the phone, more manipulation on the phone. You have somebody that sees what's going on and they sit there and say, you know what, let me call in. And because I see where this is going, let me try to give this man a little good word because I see where they're trying to go with this. And I ain't with that. So let me call and try to give him something real quick. But people that don't want to see the truth, they're sitting there and they're saying, oh, look at him. This person is a part of the thing too. They're doing this, they're doing that. If y'all don't open up y'all darn eyes and look what's going on, man, take the blinders off. Take the blinders off and look at stuff for what it really is. Please, please. This whole thing ended. You got this dude's dad calling while he's on the phone. You got this dude's mom calling while he's on the phone. We saw it. She was concerned about what was going on in the place that he was in. You got other people calling him, and he's sitting there like, I'm okay. No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. Because he knew he never intended to come and say anything bad about his dad. And the thing that people are overlooking, and I'm going to call it for what it is, a lot of people that are sitting up here and they're talking this talk, you're not handling your own darn responsibilities. But you want to come on here and talk about what other people are doing with their kids. But what would happen if somebody went and took that microscope or that magnifying glass and looked at what you had going on in your situation? You understand? You can't go and call people criminals and cons when you're participating in criminal and con-like behaviors your darn self. Those are facts. Those are facts. Yeah. So I thank God that he was able to get that money, and whatever he chooses to do with that money, that's completely on him. But this is where the story turns. So now this young man turned on GM. He's wrong for turning on him. He didn't turn on anybody. That's that man's daddy. And he had already told y'all, I heard people saying, oh, well, he confirmed that he hadn't talked to him since 2018. That's a lie. That is not what he said. He was asked, had he recently had any communication with his dad? And he said yes. He absolutely said yes. He said that he has not seen him physically since 2018. Some of y'all hadn't seen your dads for far longer than that. Let's not do that. When you get grown and you move on about your business, come on now. Unless you and your parents are staying in the same state, right down the road from each other, some of you don't even pick up the phone to talk to your darn people. Let's not get brand new on here and act like we doing everything that we need to do to be the righteous and upstanding families that people want. Oh, Lord. My God. Then I hear people saying, oh, well, he coming on here like he's father of the year. He ain't got to come on here and act like he's father of the year. He talking about his son. I looked at his face and saw that he was proud of his son. Y'all come, just leave that BS alone. If your child was on the phone with somebody, what would they say about you? That's what you need to be concerned about. Because you might not be the perfect parent that you think you are in your child's eyes. And everybody's child not going to come on there and say, no, I'm not saying anything about my dad. Because at the end of the day, if it was as bad as a person that masterminded this whole thing wanted people to think that it was, then he would have burned his daddy on that cross. Do you hear what I'm saying? The first opportunity that he got to make him look bad in public, he would have took it, he would have ran with it, and he would have made sure his daddy felt every piece of pain that he ever felt his whole life. Y'all quit playing with it. I've been doing this stuff right here for too long. And you can sit there and you can try to say, no, that's not what it is. Whatever. Have your thoughts on it. Whatever. This is what I do. And I'm calling it how I see it. If he wanted to come after him, he would have done it. He would have done it. Now, having something on a recorded call, a recorded call, and not letting that young man know what the intention was of that conversation that you were having, go ahead and play it. That's what. Go ahead and play it. I mean, do whatever you feel you need to do. Just don't come back on here singing no sad songs when you have to deal with the consequences. Because when you sit there and you make it your sole purpose, you wake up in the morning trying to get somebody locked up. You can't go to sleep at night because you're sitting there plotting and planning, trying to get somebody locked up. Whenever you are doing all these things, we done told y'all, you dig one ditch for somebody else, you better make sure you're digging one for yourself. Because in you trying to get somebody wrapped up in some criminal activity, you are incriminating yourself. And you taking other people down with you. And they're too foolish to see what you are doing. Either too foolish or they just don't care. My. I told Larry, Lord, I didn't mean to say his name. I'm sorry. I told GM this morning because she was telling me what his intentions were. And I said, if your intentions were to truly help that young man, if you really wanted to show him what love feels like, you didn't have to put him on camera. If those were your intentions, that could have been done over the phone, that could have been done over FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, whatever you need to do. But this isn't what this young man asked for. That's not what he asked for. He didn't ask for anybody to come in and play an Ayana role of fixing his life. Like that's not what he asked for. That's not what he asked for. And for people to come in and sing this thing, oh, well, we were just trying to help. And I know he had him on there, but it was really a great thing. And how is it a great thing when this man's sitting here and seeing all these comments that people are writing about his dad? Like, make that make sense. He grew up with them. He knew whatever they been through. He knew what happened in their lives. Him and his family, they're the only ones that know. So to see people sitting up here trying to bash his daddy and asking personal questions about his family, and then then you promising that you're gonna help his mom get this book deal, man, get Lord have mercy. Hey Lisa, y'all, this has got to stop. So this man, young man, is seeing an opportunity where not only he can help himself, but he can help his mom as well. His mom that he calls the OG. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just gonna say this. The situation ended, and I know y'all not gonna like this. Once again, I don't care. I don't think that Block had any ill intentions on that phone call. I don't. Um, I don't even know the person that talks trash about me every day. See, this is where I'm gonna tell you this is where grown stuff comes from. The person that sits and talks trash about me every day, I can't even say that he was a part of it because people were told to leave him out of it because they didn't want him running his mouth. So I don't even think that he was a part of the whole thing that went on. He may have thought that he knew some things, but I don't know that he was a part of the intertwinings of all this stuff that was going on. I won't even put that on him. I will not. I absolutely will not. So my thing is, this conversation ends. You got this young man and his family over there. He's looking around. I know he's confused because I know he was sitting there thinking, these are not his words, these are my words. What the flip just happened? What just happened? And now you have the person that was orchestrating everything, completely orchestrating everything. They're sitting in the background and contacting people mad. You didn't do the stuff the way that I told you to do it. I told you to do it this way. Let me tell you something. God come before foolishness any day. So you can try to orchestrate all you want to. My God. My God. This is not about me. I do 6 miles. This is not about me taking up again for anybody. And I'm not going to ask, well, why did this person do this? And why did this person do that? That's not of my concern. When I get the full story, then I have to go with what's been given in that. And like I said, everybody has been inappropriate in these situations. Nobody has clean hands. Nobody has clean hands in this whole thing. So I can't go into the other stuff. But I'm just saying, I I'm telling you, they say touch not my anointed. Y'all better quit playing. Y'all better quit playing. They always told us that God looks out for babies and fools. So my guess is that because this situation didn't go the way that people wanted it to go, then there'll probably be something else. There'll probably be something else. But I would say on DJ's side, Lord, y'all opened up a can of worms, and y'all know people don't play. Oh my God. Y'all know people don't play about their kids, especially when they feel like they are in harm's way. Y'all put pictures up and do all this stuff for people. No, I do not agree with that. But when you put somebody in your physical space, they're in your physical space, then there's a difference. Right, Spitfire. So I'm hoping, and I can't tell DJ what to do. I can't tell GM what to do. But I'm hoping at this point that everybody sees that this stuff has gone too far. As far as the person that was manipulating the stuff from the beginning, hey, that's on you. That's you do whatever you feel to do. But we all know that everything that we do comes with consequences, negative or positive. So do whatever you feel to do. But I'm going to call this manipulation for what I see. And I see it. I see it. And it's coming out your pores. It's coming out your pores. It was not right. And I'm not taking the blame off anybody else that was involved. But you know about a conspiracy. You know about a conspiracy. And that's what this was. And you have co conspirators. I'm just saying. But you're the mastermind. You're the mastermind. And what this situation did, for those that are really paying attention, Lord, I need you to help me to put this one out here right. For those that are paying attention, it showed how an enterprise is built. It showed how a conspiracy is built. You showed exactly how that works. You showed that. And you also showed how you benefited from it. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. That pyramid is real. It's real. It's real. I don't know if KJ is watching. Because from my understanding, he doesn't get caught up in all this stuff. Young man, I apologize to you on behalf of everybody. Everybody, because you didn't put in for this. You did not put in for this. And I'm just apologizing as an older adult, a seasoned adult that knows better. I am so sorry. Just how you doing? I'm all right. It was so much. And then to come after him again saying that he turned on somebody or betrayed anybody. I said it before. why is there any expectation that that man should be loyal to anybody other than his dad? That's what he's supposed to do. Just like if somebody went and pulled your child up and they were against you, you really think your child not gonna come back? Come on, y'all. If they didn't come back and tell you, you would be pissed off. As far as him giving somebody's address, again, I have to be honest. If I get in a situation and I feel like you just completely misled me, you completely misrepresented, the conversations that we had on the phone or whatever, and then I get there and I see that these people really want me to talk bad about my dad, the man that I love, the man that y'all saying is not in my life, but I'm the one that has the relationship with them. And they got to have some kind of relationship because his dad was able to call him. If they didn't have anything going on, his dad wouldn't know his darn phone number. Y'all use some common sense on that. Just a little common sense. So now, him doing that, hey, that's your daddy. You do whatever you got to do. What I didn't agree with was this man's address being posted out there for everybody else to see. Got a problem with that. Got a problem with that. Because now what that turns into, if something happens to this man or if somebody shows up at this man's house, whoever is sitting there and posting his address, all you got to do is look at the community guidelines. They're telling you what it is. You post this man's address and this stuff goes further, now you done got yourself in some mess. This is this is what I'm talking about. Everybody has a lot to say about this stuff when your hands aren't clean. It's just certain things you don't do. All the way around, there's certain things that you don't do. And the stuff should have never been set in motion from the beginning. It should have never been set in motion. And mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that all this underhandedness and all this stuff being done behind the scenes, I'm not gonna go and put anybody on game. But if y'all don't think there's people watching, if you don't think that your name has come up, if you don't think that they're looking at you just as hard as you're getting them to look at everybody else, then you are playing your darn self for a fool. Those are facts. Those are facts. And I won't put out one receipt because events in life speak for itself. You better be careful. Better be careful. This is not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's really not. But you go ahead and do what you got to do. If you like it, I love it. Just don't come on here complaining. Don't come on here complaining about anything that happened when you put yourself in some mess. You got to wear that badge. You got to wear it just as proudly as you did when you were doing what you were doing. But to be sure, if you can sit on here and call other women cowards, I want to make sure I say that word again. If you can call other women women again, if you can call other women cowards because they refuse to participate in your mess, this ain't nobody else's mess. This your mess. You the grown person that's sitting up there and got an obsession with another grown person and want everybody else to be against this person and get mad because they don't want to participate in your foolishness. And now everybody else got to be afraid of people. They have to be cowards. They have to be talked about. You got to try to go and scandalize their name. But the only coward is the person that can't sit there and do the stuff for themselves, that have to go and orchestrate and get everybody else to do what they are not willing to do. It is what it is. So the simple fact that I'm sitting up here and I'm having this conversation, I'm not afraid of anybody. I don't fear anybody but God. And I don't worship anybody but God. So I'm not gonna sit there and oh, let me not say this because I don't want anybody getting mad with me. I don't want them attacking me. I don't want them to I don't care. I don't care. In the grand scheme of things, you or anybody else that's doing this mess right here, you are not a relevant force in my life. You are not a motivating force in my life. You are none of those things. You don't make me wake up. You don't make me go to sleep at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I could care less. Again, I wanna make that clear. I could care less about what you think about me or anything else that's going on. I was born in the truth. I was raised in the truth, and I'm gonna continue to live in the truth. Anything else that y'all have going on out there, that's above me. I take no parts in it. None. None. I take no parts in it. And I'm tired of these people going around trying to get everybody else up in their stuff. Just like when this stuff came out the other day. And the question is, well, why is she coming after this person? Why is she saying this about this person? When this person is the one that actually put information out. If y'all don't, oh my God, if y'all don't let people stop playing y'all, if y'all don't see where people are getting other people to do their work because they don't, the stage has been set, stuff has been put in place, and people know, no, my name don't need to come up in this. So let me get you to do it. And then sit there and try to get me to go after somebody else that I don't know. Why am I going to come after somebody that I don't know when I know they don't know me and I know that they got the information from you? And I know that you planted the seed. I know that you wanted me to go after that person. I know that you wanted to create some more dissension. And I'm not following your lead. I'm smarter than that. I'm not following your lead. I don't care what you got going on. I don't care. I give I give two flips. I tell you, I give two flips about it. I don't care. Just don't. I don't. I'm not worried about anybody pulling up on me. I'm not worried about anybody stepping to me in any kind of way. I'm not worried about the people that, because they done tried to pull me up too. They putting little people in my chat, put my little, calling me by my government name, like that's gonna hurt my feelings or make me feel some type of way. I gave y'all that information. I put my website information up there. Go find something else to do. Go find you a hobby. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. I'm gonna say your name. Thank you, G2G. But you got so many people, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm real careful with this. You got so many people, and my God, I need y'all to start paying attention. You got so many people that are connected and criminally intertwined in so much stuff, and they are sitting here and they're keeping stuff going. I'm not talking about one or two people. Don't get me wrong. You got so many people that are intertwined. And I'm not just talking about men, I'm talking about women too. And when the truth comes out, y'all gonna see all these people that are rocking hard with the foolishness. especially females. Y'all gonna see exactly what role they play in all this BS, all of it. So just pay attention. When you start seeing people disappear or start making excuses for different things because they know that it's about to get real, then pay attention. It's some real stuff going on. Some real stuff. And you're going to know exactly who's involved because they're going to have everything to say about this video. And if you notice that whenever I do this stuff, I don't call anybody's name. And like I told y'all before, you know exactly who I'm talking about because the truth prevails. They come out and they call themselves out. I don't have to say anybody's name. People get mad, oh, you putting subliminal stuff. I'm not putting a subliminal anything up there. I need you to pay attention. I don't have to walk you through everything. Pay attention. If you can sit there and pay attention to all the foolishness and quote all the foolishness that's said, then you can pay attention to the other stuff too that's real. That's all I'm saying. Pay attention. It's some real stuff going on. And this is deeper than, ooh, I don't just like this person. I really hate this person. It's deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. I'm sorry, y'all. This wind got my nose running. I got to come in here and get some tissue. Hold up. Okay. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. You got a lot of people going around and they're saying crazy stuff, right? And well, it comes across crazy anyway because their method of delivery is the delivery that puts you in a place where people can say, don't listen to them. They're lying. They're doing this. And it's all because of their delivery. But everybody's not lying to you. Everybody's not lying to you. Some definitely are, but everybody's not lying to you. And you can catch that or not, but everybody's not lying to you. So my thing is, like I said, I hope that at least these two people, I'm not speaking on anybody else because, like I said, they got their own stuff going on. They refuse to be honest with people. You do what you do. Continue to manipulate, continue to distract, like do whatever you feel you need to do. Um, mhm. Do whatever you feel you need to do. But for the people that are involved in this thing right here personally, with the dad and the person that was talking to the son, I hope that y'all can find some kind of resolve in all this. I don't know what people are gonna do. You know, people have their mindsets on doing certain things. They're gonna handle stuff the way that they choose to handle it. But I'm at least hoping that, to the extent possible, um, that there'll be no more information put out about anybody's kids, and that's my thing. Um, I'm hoping that somebody will step up to the plate and talk to some of the people that are choosing to come after this young man for doing what he was supposed to do as a son. Look out for his dad. That's what he's supposed to do. Um, so coming after him, calling him names, calling him an ungrateful MFer, calling him a snitch, calling him all this stuff, y'all. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. You can't go and be mad with somebody else saying that they're dogging somebody's child out, and then you turn around and go and do the same thing. That's talking out of both sides of your mouth. So if you don't want it done to one person's seed, then don't do it to anybody else's seed. And just take the lead on that. Mocha Duchess, thank you so much. Just take the lead on that. take the lead. Tell, look, like, yo, just leave people, kids out of it. Just leave people's families. It's not just about kids. Just leave people's families out of it. When you see people going there, like, call them out on it. I don't care who it is. Like, if you see me doing it, call me out on it. Anybody, anybody. That's the only way that it's going to come to an end. Because as long as people keep applauding it, as long as people keep encouraging it, as long as people keep putting money up, like the more negative a person goes, the more money they're receiving. As long as, I'm going to say we, as long as we keep doing that, it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen, and it's going to get worse and worse. So some of us have to take the initiative to be the adult in the situation and tell people, look, this is not what we came here for. And I have seen some people say, listen, y'all are completely off focus. How you doing? I'm good. Y'all are completely off focus. Y'all have um, lost sight of what you're actually supposed to be doing. You say that you're standing up for this. You say that you're standing up for that, but we're only seeing this. That's the stuff that y'all need to pay attention to. When you see that it is no longer about the person or the thing that that person initially came in here saying that it was for, then you need to start paying attention and look at what these people are really supporting. Because I've seen very few conversations, very few, of people that are actually sitting there and talking about the stuff that they claim they were supposed to be talking about. What happens is you'll have all this negative. Oh, now let me go and throw his name in here for 1 second so people will feel like we're still talking about him, but it has nothing to do with him at all. At all. And the people that are really sitting up here, people like to say the real supporter. Bump a real supporter, whoever that's supposed to be. Um, but the people that are really up here doing footwork and really getting out here and trying to make some moves, they have no relation or no ties to this man at all. Make that make sense. And it seems like the people that do have connections with them are the ones that are being the messiest and creating the most chaos around this man's name, making him look even worse than what people are already saying he is now. You're contributing to that. You're contributing to that. You are definitely contributing to that. So when I see or I hear about a move like this, and I know that to the extent that people are willing to take it for their kids and they've already started, when I see that you have masterminded this, and you have to remember the same way you have recordings, other people have receipts. And if you're claiming to be somebody's family member, you just attach them to some more mess. You just attached your family to some more mess with somebody that you know came out and told you beyond a shadow of a doubt exactly what he did and how he felt. He didn't hide it. He told you exactly what it was. And you went and conspired with this person to go after somebody else. Oh my God. Where they do that at? Oh my. Whew. With friends and family like that, who needs enemies? Who needs enemies? But it makes sense now. It makes sense why nothing is being said about the stuff that's really going on. It makes sense why you would go and advertise and market for somebody you call the opposition. It makes sense why you would go and market and say that you're going to go after him And this other person who you've never gone after before, let me just say that. But it would make sense why you would go and put that stuff out there like that. And we're gonna take that opposition word out of it. Truth time. I've had people come after me, and I'm not gonna call any other bloggers' names out. You guys are paying attention. We've had people come after certain ones of us because we've had conversations, or they saw us on somebody's chat having a conversation, or they saw somebody come over on our chat. Look at them, and you're screenshotting everybody's comments and going back on your page saying that people are dealing with the opposition. Y'all seen it. It went on for months. It went on for months. And when I'm sitting here telling you that I don't see anybody as my opposition, oh, you talk trash about that too. Well, Dr. Roger says that she don't see the ops. Then clearly she is against so and so because she says that these people aren't her opposition. Bump you and your opposition. Because at this point, you got this group calling themselves this, and y'all have, oh my God, y'all have blatantly and plain sight in front of the whole world sat here and formed a united front. See, the only difference is now people didn't know about it. Now y'all come forward so that people can see it in plain sight. But let's not forget how last month you were just telling people not to talk to the opposition. Oh, okay. I got it. Y'all know I called it out because I said, why is it okay for some people to talk to them and other people can't? Because these people must have these magic superpowers where they know exactly what to say to them and others don't. My, let's be clear. All this opposition talk was nothing but a ploy to get people to go after certain people and to help people get their numbers up and all that stuff because they were never your opposition. Let's be honest. There was never, no, 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 no. Never your opposition. Mm-mm. I'm sorry. I hear people say, well, I'm not going to go at the GM because I know where he stands. He made that clear from the beginning. So I don't have to worry about him. I'm calling bluff on that too. You coming at the one man for one comment that he made, even though he turned his comment around and said, you know what? I was wrong. I switched up. I admit it. But you got this person telling you beyond a shadow of a doubt. They told you exactly what they did, how they did it, but they didn't have to tell you that because you knew it already. But they told you exactly how they did it, and all I'm hearing is a assalamu alaikum and walaikum assalam and all this BS and uh, let me not say BS. Lord forgive me on that. But yeah, just hearing all this stuff and you going hard for this dude right here who is still supporting your family. You're going hard on him, but you refuse to say anything to, I don't know. I don't know. Now it's okay for people to call in and y'all to be all chummy on your pages and stuff like that. But when other people were doing it, they were moles. They were working for them. I wonder what happened. I wonder what changed. That pay must have changed up or something. Something happened. We must have got fired. They got new employees. I don't know. Um, something happened. Something happened. Again, we got the let's talk about free. Let me be clear on this. Let me be clear. This channel is not dedicated to one specific thing or one specific person. That's not my job. That's not what I came in here for. If you want to talk about justice and injustice and making sure that everybody in the system and everybody being involved is being held accountable, then we can have those conversations. But again, like I told you before, if you want me to come on here and say what you want me to say, you got the wrong channel. The wrong channel. So at this point, again, I'm hoping that this stuff, no more, no more, no more putting, no more putting people's families out there, no more putting out people's credit reports, no more showing people's license plates, like all of it, the disrespect. I know this is wishful thinking, but at least between these people that had this situation going on, I pray to God that y'all put this to an end. And if somebody else wants to do something to somebody, then let them do their own dirty work. Mm-mm. It's like somebody saying, let's go rob so and so's house. Let's go rob his house. And they come up with the whole master plan. But whenever it's time to go in, they tell you, well, go ahead and go in. You go ahead and go in. And I'm gonna wear the gloves. You don't need gloves. You don't need the gloves. It's gonna be hard for you to open the door with the gloves on. I'll wear the gloves and I'm gonna stay in the car while you go ahead in. I'll be out here waiting for you just in case somebody come out. I catch that. Not only did they make sure that their face is not seen on anybody's cameras, on anybody's security system, not only are they making sure that their fingerprints aren't being showed, that they don't appear anywhere, they just set you up because they just sent you into a burning building with no water, no mask, no protection. Mhm. But go ahead and do this. You go ahead and do this, and we'll split the proceeds. But you're not putting yourself in harm's way. Make that make sense. You making sure your hands clean and all of it. Make that make sense. The folks come out talking, oh, I wasn't there. I ain't know nothing about it. You don't see my you don't see my fingerprints anywhere. You don't see my face on the camera. I ain't have nothing to do with it. My. So those are my feelings on that. And like I said, I haven't said anything today that I haven't discussed with the people that were involved in this. So if anybody, how you doing? If anybody wants to go and say, well, Dr. Roger said this and Dr. Roger said that, she's talking about you, you might as well go ahead and save that. We don't even have to do that. We don't have to do that. The only person that I have not talked to is the person that orchestrated it all. And I don't feel like I have to say anything to them because they know exactly what they did and they don't plan on doing the right thing. So there's no need for us to even have a conversation about it because while we're sitting here right now, I'm sure that the next plot or ploy is in motion right now, or at least somebody is brainstorming, you know, having a little think tank session about what they're going to do next and who they're going to come after next. It is what it is. It is what it is. The only difference with us in this situation is we know so much more than people think we know, and we're just choosing. not to put stuff on social media. We don't have to be known as a receipt person and all that stuff. Um, so keep on doing what you're doing. Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. Handle your business. You know, just make sure that you got your stuff in order. Because these people don't play. These people don't play. And I'm gonna say it again, the same ditch that you dig for other people, you better make sure that you got one for you and yours. Better make sure that you got room for you and yours. Because it's real out here. Oh my God, it's real. It's real. Hmm. My, my. And the sad part about this whole situation is, in the midst of all this and people doing all this stuff and wanting to call other people a bad father and all this stuff, you don't open yourself up to where, if not this year, next year, everybody gonna be sitting around calling you a bad father because you're not gonna be there with yours because you chose to do this stuff right here and put you and your family in harm's way. So those are my thoughts on it. I'm encouraging everybody again to stop letting people tell you any and everything and you fall for it. You seeing the truth with your own eyes. When you see me sitting up here and I'm saying that stuff was posted up in the community chat to to just lead you to a situation that the people lied to you. They lied to you. They lied to you to draw you in to something that they were doing. And if you don't have a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you. This stuff is happening in plain sight, in front of your face, in front of your face. And at the end of the day, if you are a supporter or a fan, then you need to ask yourself, what are you truly supporting? What are you truly supporting if you're going along with this foolishness? Because none of this is being done to benefit this man. None of it. None of it. I don't care what people tell you. None of it is being done to help him out. Everything is being done to make him look worse than he already does at this point. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. When you have, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to get on off here. If you don't notice that people who truly try to bring you information, I'm going to take this a step deeper before I get off here. But people that truly try to bring you information, if y'all don't see that the people that claim to be closest to him targets every single one of those people, then y'all are not paying attention. You're not paying attention. They make a concerted effort to make anybody else that says something or does something to possibly help this man, they go out of their way to make those people look bad. And nobody's asking themselves why. What's wrong with that picture? Now we're going to take this a level deeper. You don't see that when they get people to team up with them, especially females, they silence them. Now pay attention. They pull people in. Let me handle this. Follow my lead. And then you see these people start backing away from whatever they were doing. You don't see them putting all their stuff up like they usually do. And they were giving good content. They were giving good content. I need y'all to follow me. And you got them to back away from what they were doing. I'll come over to one spot to help one person make money. And now you taking food out of their mouths. You done got all their people from their channels to come over there. You done got them in the midst of some foolishness. that they shouldn't be involved in, and now people are coming after them crazy, and they never had people coming after them like that until they started fooling with that mess right there, and nobody is noticing. Oh my. Where are all these females that came out initially? And this is not a shot to them. I just need y'all to understand what is going on. You lure people over there so that you can silence them. I'm just saying. Somebody got to wake up this morning. Somebody got to wake up this morning. But if that's what you want, hey, I know for me, I took my time building what I have. And you're not going to sit there and take credit for anything that I built myself. But that's what happens in these situations. And then you go and you try to be loyal to these people only for them to turn around when you don't do what they want you to do. And now they're saying, oh, I built that person's channel. And I built that person's channel. And if you don't think he gonna do it to you, just wait a while. It's already being done. You just hadn't heard it yet. You just haven't heard it yet. Because as long as you yes sirring over there, you're good. But the minute you buck, there's gonna be trouble. There's gonna be trouble. But you will not silence this one right here. Not today. The only way that I choose to stop is because I chose to stop. Not because you went and put something out about me. Not because you threatened me. Not because I'm scared of you. Quit playing. It won't be because of any of that stuff. It'll be a decision that I made on my own. Right? But if you go back and look at these videos on manipulation and narcissism and pathological liars and sociopaths and all of the like. And I even hear people using the words, so I know that they watch the videos, them darn selves. Feel me on that one. Um, then you'll see, just as clear as day, a lot of this stuff that's going on. You will see, you will understand, and it will make sense should you choose to allow yourself to open your eyes. That's all I'm saying. One man said that the man upstairs showed him that when he was walking around, everything was black because his eyes were closed. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. So, hold up. I still got a mile to go. See. I don't know what that person's problem is, but it's two people that I know were sent over here to be a distraction. I'm sorry, you don't mean enough to me to be a distraction for me. Um, Sorry. So go do whatever it is you feel that you need to do. Go back and meet up with the people, at the big table. Y'all go have your meetings again because we don't have time for that over here. Um, oh, Arissa, you got it in? Oh man, that's what's up. I'm just hoping that people pay attention. That's my goal. That's my goal. Um, in the midst of all this, Anybody that I've talked to that's been involved in any of this stuff, like I told them, at the end of the day, I don't want to see anybody going to jail behind some foolishness. It doesn't matter who it is, but you can't keep putting yourself in situations that could even make that a possibility. So, hopefully everything works out for everybody that's involved. Um, should you decide to walk that path of righteousness and cut out the buffoonery, then hopefully things will work, in your favor. But if you still choose to participate in this nonsense, then you got to lie in the bed that you made. So, or you got to lay in the bed that you made, and you can't complain about it. We're at the point right now where it's not too late for you to back yourself up and leave this stuff alone. Nobody's telling you that you got to get off these streets, but you can definitely change your content up. You can definitely decide that you're not going to continue this stuff anymore. The subscribers, you can definitely decide that you don't want to be a part of this. You can definitely decide or even acknowledge the fact that if this stuff was happening in your real life and your personal life, that you wouldn't be down for it. So why should you be down for it on these social media platforms and in these social media streets? You can make those decisions today. That doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. Those are personal decisions. Those are conscious decisions that you can make today. Today. So I do see asking for money back. Yeah, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I just hope that somebody stands up and be like, yo, leave dude alone. Just leave that young man alone. Leave him alone. He got pulled into this. And that's what I tell people about money. That's why I don't get all caught up in this money stuff. Listen, if you know that you have the propensity to be an Indian giver, if you know that if somebody doesn't like what you do, um, you know that you're the type of person to ask for your money back, don't give nobody no money. That's all I'm saying. Because once you give somebody some money, you gave it to them. You have no say so on what they do with said money at that point, unless you operating in a business. But you just deciding to donate money to people for whatever reason, I mean, that's on you. You can't go back and tell us, give me my money back, give me a refund. I'm sorry, y'all. I wouldn't give you a darn thing back. I sure wouldn't. I wouldn't give you a darn thing back. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Because when you're asking for it back, that means it wasn't given in good faith to begin with. And that would further give me reason not to give it back. Oh, you're going to have to get this work. You wanted to do it to try to be funny. Okay, we're going to be funny. But we're going to be funny while this money right here stay in my bank account. I'm just saying. Shouldn't have gave it. That's it. That's it. Now you can give Jim back his Tupperware bowl. He said he wanted a Tupperware bowl. Give him his Tupperware bowl back. But yeah, you know, for the people that gave out of the kindness of their hearts, I'm sure he appreciates it. You know, and regardless of what the intent was of the whole situation, then you'll continue to be blessed. You will be blessed as you always have been. But the people that are keeping that foolishness going on, hey, that was going to be on you. That was going to be on you. So the 1.6 million, give that back. That see, I'm not talking about that. When that information first came back, we had a conversation on it, and I left it there because ultimately the court system is dealing with that situation, and the same way that we want to let the courts deal with this Kelly situation, you have to give people that same energy. You got to give people that same energy. So whatever happens with him in that situation, like that's on him. And I still wish him the best on that and anybody else. Because at the end of the day, we can sit here and laugh about people being in situations. But until you get in a situation like that, whether it was because of your own doing or not, you don't know what it feels like to have those big boys standing over you, telling you what they're about to do to you. So I'm not gonna sit there and no, no. I take no parts in that. I take no parts in that. I take no parts in that. So mm, um, I get what you're saying, Cool BJ. I'm just saying, and this is just me. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer. Um, we can speak truth, we can speak facts all day, but when it comes to something serious like that, nah, I don't laugh at nobody's downfall like that because I understand that in this system, if you don't know anything else just from looking at this case, and not just this case, other cases, then you know that it can easily be you. And with you being a guy, then you know that for sure that it can easily be you. All it takes is for somebody to put your name in something. And if they can show a nexus, that's a wrap. So no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not um I can't do that. What I will do is when we were on the show the other night, and now I'm gonna get on out of here. Um, okay, cool, BJ, I got you. I got you. Um, when we were sitting on here talking, and GM, he was trying to defend what he did. He was doing it. I treated him nice, that kind of stuff. He was saying that, but then before he got off here, he still said that he was wrong. So I'll give him that because I have yet to see anybody say that. So I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna give him that. Because I haven't seen any other grown men coming on here in any situation when they were wrong. I haven't seen anybody else coming on here saying that they were wrong, even when they were dead wrong. Haven't seen it. So uh, sometimes you get yourself in situations and you don't realize how deep that stuff is until you too far in it. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of on here. And that's why I said I hope that people just stop and look and before they start responding to stuff, before they go and think before they, I'm sorry, they go and actually act before they think about the situation and how it may affect them down the road. I'm hoping that there's some type of I'm hoping that that somebody intercedes, like for real. So that's just my hope. There it is. So let's see. Okay. Trina Tina, hey, 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 hey. Courtney, hey, hey, hey. I'm just gonna go through real quick before I get off here and just make sure I speak. Tanya, hey, Butterflyness, hey, Barbara, hey, Miss Fat Fat, hey, Naya, if I pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry. Hey, 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 Keith, hey, um, Miss Wanda, I think I spoke, but hey, Kenny, hey, Miss Mia, Simone, hey, Mocha Duchess, hey, K Nicole, hey, 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 girly girl, hey, uh, I think I got Lulu, April, hey, mm, ain't but one of me. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Drew down, even though you came in to be a clear distraction. Hey, uh, okay, it won't let me go up so far, but um, if you haven't hit that like button, guys, please hit that button on your way out. Um, right. So yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button if you don't mind. Um, everybody that donated something, I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. Um, I can address that real quick for YouTube, social media, they got these words, right? So for the people that are being used as trolls, um, hopefully you'll get to the point where you will decide that you won't let people use you as their puppet. Hopefully. Um, you've been given a job to camp out and watch people's pages and come in and respond and do certain things. I say, God bless you, because you don't even see that you're being used. And if you're okay with that, then hey, if it helps you to sleep at night, if it gets your mojo going, then have at it. But at some point, I'm hoping that you'll refuse to stop being the slave to a master that cares nothing about you. And their sole intention is to use you for what they need and spit you out when they don't have anything else for you. Hey, but if that's what your life is about, then keep doing you. Um, keep doing you. So that's where we are. So I'm gonna go and get myself on off here and get me a little mouthful and go defunking this whole thing, you know. Um, and we'll go from there. My message to you today is I ask you to stay with me because that's a running thing. You guys see it. I put it in my comments because we are being encouraged to encourage our subscribers and our viewers to stay home. So I ask you guys to stay with me and let's talk about this manipulation and the stuff that's going on. Um, I'm not going to ask you to stay and waste your time with me and feed you a bunch of bull because I don't have time for that. And I know you definitely don't have time for that. So I'm going to make sure that I respect your time. But just look at the situations. And you guys, we talked about that intuition before and those gut feelings. Trust your gut. Just trust your gut. Forget about what man says. Trust your gut. And just don't allow yourself to be used by anybody. Like, I can't get any more real than that. There's nothing else that I can really add to that except say, um, take control. Take that control back. Take control of your thinking. Take control of your actions. Take control of your channel. If you're a subscriber, then you also have a channel. So take control of your channel. Unless you made up a channel for somebody just so you can go and troll people, hey, then that's your job. Do what you do. If you're somebody that has any type of human decency, if you're somebody that has kids, you have grandkids, you have siblings, you have your parents, you got your grandparents, whoever. Um, I just honestly ask you, Unless you just come from that type of family that's about that life, the behaviors and stuff that you're doing on here, is this something that you would be proud to show your family? If they sat there and saw everything that you were doing, or your employer or potential employer, if they sat there and they saw everything that you were doing, and it was done by your name, not some made up name for YouTube, if they saw your government name or your government name up here, would you be proud and be all boastful in what you were doing? Or would you sit there and just try to hide behind somebody else because you know that what you're doing is not proper, it's not decent, it's not in order? If there's anything about what you're doing that you would try to hide from other people because you know it's not right, then why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you compromising yourself for people that care nothing about you? Why are you compromising yourself for people that will sit there in broad daylight and lie to your face and don't feel bad about it? Why are you compromising yourself and what you stand for these people? Why? That's all I'm asking. Why? Why are you allowing people to play you like you slow? Why? And if you won't let anybody else do it, why are you allowing these people to do it? What are they doing for you on a day to day that will make you compromise everything? Why? What are they bringing to your life to make your life better? What are they doing other than giving you entertainment? I'm pretty sure by now everybody got a TV, a radio, a phone. No, I am not suggesting that for the person that sent this message. No. Um, but everybody has their own form of entertainment. You you don't need this entertainment, you know. So I just say ask yourself those questions. Um, like really ask yourself those questions with the sole intention of giving yourself a real answer. Because you can lie to other people, you can't lie to yourself. Ask yourself those questions and ask yourself, is it worth it? Most importantly, ask yourself if somebody was coming after you or your family, friends, somebody that's close to you. I'm not talking about these YouTube relationships. I'm talking about people that are really close to you. And that's what people aren't understanding. This isn't about people just doing stuff on YouTube. These are about people's personal relationships with people that they care about, not people that they're fronting to like or whatever just because they out here in these streets. If this is somebody that was really close to you and this type of stuff was being done to them, would you be okay with it? Ask yourself that and give yourself an honest answer. And if that answer is no, then chill out. Just chill out. Chill out. Because we know you got to be careful about what you do to people because it won't take long. It won't take long at all. We know this. We know this. I don't know who Cypher Rules is, but see, we're not doing that. That's the stuff I'm talking about. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. At the end of the day, you do whatever you feel is best for you and your family. I don't care about nobody mask. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go and try to like just we're gonna end this on a good note. I thank everybody for coming on here. I thank everybody for voicing their opinions respectfully. Um, I respect everybody for being respectful. For the people that came to be a distraction, Lord, I thank God for you too, because you show people what to expect. You show people, you giving them an example of the distraction. So thank you too. You know, you matter. All trolls matter. All trolls matter. Okay, okay. We are ready to move forward. That's where we at right now. So I just wanted to come on here and just try to do my part in this whole situation. It has nothing, this situation has nothing to do with me. But my job and what I do, I try to help fix stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if I can try to interject and try to calm some stuff down, I'm not saying I did, but if I can, then that's what I'm going to try to do. That's it. I'm not taking anybody's sides in anything. I don't care about a side. At the end of the day, I got love for everybody. I'm not going to sit up here, even the people that are doing all this extra stuff. I love you because I have to. I love you because my God says so. So you can hate me all that you want to. That has nothing to do with me. It's not going to sit on my heart. It's not going to make me change who I am in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to love you tomorrow the same way that I love you today and the same way that I loved you yesterday. But I will not, I absolutely will not support anybody's foolishness. I'm just not going to do that. So, with that being said, um, I bid you guys farewell. I thank y'all for hanging in with me. If you got anything out of this, make sure y'all hit those like buttons. Um, and just share. You don't have to share this video. I'm not so much concerned about that, but just share the conversation. Like, just have some, if you can reach out to somebody and be like, look, we got to help calm this stuff down. Like, whatever you can do to try to, you know what I'm saying? Put your part, to play your part to try to make things better in these streets, because at the end of the day, whoever you rock with, that is not more important than us coming together as a people and showing people that we know how to act. I'm just saying. So I appreciate you guys. I really do. And I hope you guys have a good one. See you next time.